hopefully, bit of moisture always helps. Why won't it sticky? Hello visuals and welcome back channel and welcome back to another edition of the Visual Guys Canoosy News with me, Dan. And yeah, you're right, I was wherever the fuck sold me this. I was online, there was an advert. I don't know, somebody in my fucking social media algorithms was like, hey, do you know what this fat fuck would love? A fucking mini compact bow. And yes, that's something I definitely need. Like the cheap old shitty price of like fucking $2.99 or so. Why would it stick to me fucking hair? I was very much in agreement. I was like, that's the one thing that's been missing from my life. I need to be sat on Joe Rogan now. Now I could be like, hey, have you ever had elk? Have you ever eaten some elk? Oh, it's fantastic. The meat's so fucking succulent. I fucking hate that word as well. Succulent. Succulent meat. I feel like I'm all ready and prepped for I don't know, in case Predator fucking comes along and thinks, fuck you. This could go extremely wrong or disastrous. Can we see Bulbasaur? Do you reckon we can get it to stick on Bulbasaur? This, I actually need to aim for this. Fucking missed! Well, this is one of the bullshit things as well, because I'm like, this will make for a really funny joke. Obviously it won't, because I'm cringing, not funny. My butt's out. Don't fucking look, you perverts. Does it need to be, is it better if it's moist? I can't remember. But it's one of the things, if I miss, and I have so much shit everywhere. By the way, I've done like a fresh batch of recordings after a bit of a rearrange. Does it look fantastic or what? This is one of the things where, if I miss, it's going to go down somewhere. I'm going to have to move everything up, pull it out, just for the chance to try and fucking get a Bulbasaur shot. Just fucking stick! Should we see if it's even possible? Oh, maybe it's not shit shooting. It's quite bad as well, because the advert was these little sucky things, right? But it does give you little blades to put at the end of them. Let me open my little box of trinkets. What trinkets do we have today, sir? Yeah, look at these. Look at these little fucking. Should I be showing this on fucking YouTube or some shit? Look at that. That will actually fuck you up. I don't know if we should try and hit something with this though. We can maybe try and hit a poster and see if it gets stuck in the roof. Not that you'll be able to see because my shitty setup and the way I record and shit, but I thought they got stuck up there. Well, it hit the roof. I don't think we cut a poster out, but you shouldn't let fucking little absolute dickheads like me buy this shit. The suction cup's absolutely fine on my head. Why is it just proper shit when it's... Have we maybe got it pushed in too far? Maybe we just need to push it in a little bit. Well, no, because it's just got to push in anyway. Can't even fucking mini compact bow correctly. And this is one of the things, though, that, like, just fucking... How far back can we actually... I don't want to break it, because, I mean, it's made pretty well, but it is still also just cheap tat I found on... I fucking love me some cheap tat. I think, seriously, though, our guide to zombie apocalypse is officially done dusted, because we've got all the survival tools we need. We've got all the plastic we need. We've got gauntlets galore. We've got swords. We've got... compact fucking... Is it a compact bow? And it's one of the, like I said, Joe Rogan talks about and gets his fucking dick hard about it. And as you can probably already figure out and tell, I am still extremely fat. I'm still extremely hot because it's fucking summer. Everyone's like, oh, the weather's going to change. Oh, the weather's going to change next week. It's maybe a little bit colder. And you get to next week and you... fucking hot as shit. It's actually been a little while since I've recorded a video because I recorded about 4 weeks worth of shit just to give myself a little bit of break, you know, look after the mental welfare, look after my mental health, fuck the physical, the teacher's like, a woman will be here forever. But I've got to look after myself. And it says like, oh my God, I'm new to this shit. What's going on? And then again, it didn't matter anyway, because we were always a bit fucking caca. Is it just the weird comic book nerd in me, or can anybody else sort of somewhat see a bat symbol in there? I don't know who it mostly closely replicates. Maybe Affleck's one. I can fucking see a bat symbol in that. Is it just me? If you get sick of not being able to kill shit, you can... Seriously... There will be a Netflix documentary one day where there'll be a missing person report or case around my fucking neighbourhood, and they'll try, like, who could it be? And they'll find this shit online and be like, this bloke lived nearby, what's he like? And I'm going, you can play music after you've killed shit. And should we look at the fucking absolute twat that's going around fucking with his little mini compact bow and shit? I will be prime suspect on Netflix. Netflix #1 viewing. Hey, I mean, I ain't got to do the kidnapping, but if I get Netflix documentary, maybe poor little Martha down the street's not very safe. She's 80, she'll be fine. Anyway, how has everybody been? Is everybody been okay? Are we all ready for another dashing round of the Visual Guyz Canoosy News? I decided, and I thought it'd be fantastic thing to do. Lay in bed yesterday, chilling. I've started to watch The Studio, Seth Rogen's new show. Well, newish show. It's been up for a little while now, I think. But I decided to watch that, and I ate a massive share bag of salt and vinegar crisps. Fuck me, my tongue is still... But I love it when they say share fucking bags, though, because you get to the end of it, you're still not full, and you're like, I was supposed to share these. Anyway, I don't know if is the dog going to make an appearance today? Are you upstairs or downstairs, dog? I can't do it, but... I don't know how. I don't know. Oh, fucking hell, that might be sexy to somebody, mate. A bit of dribble. Somebody out there's gonna love that. I don't know. Yeah, a doggy. Fuck off. Let's start with story #1, where we've got drunk man. Farts into hand. Handcuffs it. What the fuck have I fucking writ? That's my fucking shit. Your hand right. Drunk man farts into hand and Hadoukens it into passerby. That's right. You've got some drunk lunatic out there thinking, right, I need a proper way to do the fucking Hadouken. You know, we're obviously talking Street Fighter, you know, fucking real Hadouken and all this shit. So hopefully it wasn't a bubbly jubbly or you're going to hopefully get something a bit more, with a bit of sustenance, a bit of fucking meat behind it, like a proper, one of them kind of ones. Put it to his hand as a passerby and he's, Hadouken, because I wonder as well, actually, if you could move your bowels a bit and grab the shit particle air and some way find a way to maneuver it forward. And somebody, I've been Hadoukened by a fart. Imagine the force that gets hit to you. You're walking like, you're walking along, having a nice day, and you get that would be, it's horrible as well when you walk through somebody else's fart. The lads at work always do it, and you're walking through and you're like, I'm having a lovely, what is that? It's fucking minging. But I mean, having one Hadouken to the face might not be that bad. A patient gets pillowcase instead of a gown. That's right. There's, you know, when you go to hospital, not that I've ever had to do that, I don't think. Oh no, maybe when I was a kid, but not recently. You go there and they give you them little gowns and you turn around, my buttocks are out, I can see my buttocks. So this dude's rocked up to a hospital, or this woman, it could be, you know, equality and all that kind of shit. Women are allowed in hospitals as well. So the patient's got to the hospital and they're like, oh, I need a nice little gown. Oh, we haven't got any gowns, we've got a pillowcase for you though. And if a pillowcase tried to get round me, I don't I don't know what would happen. But they're having to walk around the hospital, not very well covered. If it's a woman, it would be a bit more bad because you need to cover the vagina. But if it's just a man, you need to just cover the testicles and the winky. But if it's a man like me, where you might as well have a third leg, you're going to need something with a bit of extra lengthish. But, you know, pillowcases aren't that big. I as well, actually, at the time I recorded, it was only not long ago, I helped my girlfriend make her bed. And she asked me to put the pillowcases on. Oh my God, what the fuck? I will never do that shit again. What an apps. Why do we need a pillowcase? Can we not just have fucking yarn? Can we not just have fucking bundles of hay, pillowcases? The mums out there, when you're younger and that, and they're all putting your beds together, and you come home and you've got nice fresh sheets on, their praises need to be sung more. Because putting a pillowcase on is an absolute fucking wet wipe of a joke. But yes, anyway, sorry, you attended this hospital. We're going to go on. Here's a pillowcase. If you're waiting for the 38 bus, I need to get to work, I need to grab the 38, you might as well just leave it and wait. Because apparently, the 38 bus is slower than a chicken. Somebody has described the 30... And I thought chickens were fairly, like, kind of rapidish because... when you see them run, they are fairly going at it, and apparently they're closely linked or related to velociraptors, and I think velociraptors were fast as fuck. But, so you had fucking 38 bus. I don't know what bus, I haven't been on a bus in years. What one did we get, like the 67? Or there was always one that was like, the 67 or the 67A, and you're like, which one do I fucking want? Because you'd assume that it's the same route, but maybe one just diverts down a different one. I don't know who the 67 or the 67A. Bus routes always describe fucking thing. It confused me. And when I was younger and an absolute fucking bellend, you'd look at the times, it'd be like 0600, and here's like fucking 11-year-old, 12-year-old me going, oh, was that 69? I don't know what the fuck's going on. And which bus stop do I... Where do I... At 0600? Am I late? Am I early? I had no fucking idea. Luckily now I can do digitals or analog. Is it analog? I'm sure it's analog. I can do either. But apparently, anyway, you get on the 38 bus, you'll be waiting a long time to get to your destination because it's slower than a chicken. So I'm assuming it's just one of them old fucks that you sometimes as well. I don't mean to be racist. I don't think it's racism. You get on one of them buses or you see them and you can see the most oldest sort of, I've been driving this route for 41 years. I'll be dead before they take me off this route. And you see one of them and you're thinking, fuck me, is this going to be some sort of fucking Final Destination crash sequence here? What the fuck is going on? I'm traumatized by that South Park episode of old people driving around in cars and they're just going through windows, going through this, smashing through that, doing this. So I see that shit and I'm thinking, oh my fucking God, what are they doing? And it's just going down like that. It's... So yeah, it was ageist, not racist. Like, there's been a mass panic, there's been a mass hysteria. You know when people are forced to do something sooner than rather, you know, somebody maybe going bungee jump, like, I'm not ready to jump, or somebody, you know, trying to get into a committed relationship, like, I just don't think I'm mentally and physically ready for a relationship. We have a town that's, you know, riddled with anxiety, that's nervous as holy hell, that just kind of wants to take things slow because somebody's trying to rush getting sushi in this town, but this town is not ready for sushi. I still also learned that sushi doesn't just have to be fish. I think it could be any sort of like meat. Anyway, it doesn't have to be just fish. I learned that. Well done. But this town, someone's coming in and saying, hi guys, do you reckon we can serve some sushi in there? And the town's gone, oh, I don't know about this. It's all changing. Everything's new. I'm sorry. I'm imagining like a 55-year-old white woman from like Norwich here in my head. I don't know what that says about me and my stereotypes. I just don't know if I'm ready. Poor Billy's only been gone for 5 years. They've just built a new Tesco. They want to bring in sushi. And it's one of them. It's traumatic. I understand. You know, somebody brings new food into my house, to be fair. I'm sort of like, the fuck is that? Is that a fucking salt salmon salsa? I don't like it. You know, when you got the fridge and you see something, you go, is that a fucking avocado? Or is, you know, you look at it, is that a fucking afternoon luncheon lettuce? Why have you got lettuce in the fridge? You know, usually you just want to see a bit of dairy milk, a bit of fucking Heinz ketchup, a pizza. Jobs are good, and people bring it. Like, it's like when fucking Walkers like bring out new flavours, like fucking Herbert Lerbert's fucking finger flakes and absolute minging schmegma from Cock, and you're like, oh yeah, it's only for a selected amount of time. Get one while you can. And then, no, I'll have salt and vinegar. I'll have ready salted. Be gone with the rest, thank you, sir. Or chicken and barbecue. Be gone with the rest, thank you, sir. And they're like, no, try new flavours. Expand your horizons. I don't want Debbie's toes. I just want ready fucking salted. Just stop with the change. I don't like change. This one's definitely, I was going to say dead, well, it is deadly. This one's extremely concerning because it says deadly snake on loose for a week in cinema. Right, so there's been a deadly snake on the loose. I don't know if this is a python. As far as I'm aware, all my appendages are still here. There are so many people in this world that can tell you that I am lying. I don't know what kind of fucking venomous snake, an anaconda, an arbok, fucking Ekans, a sniper, some Pokemon references there. We are also a Pokemon channel. Gotta catch them all. But this deadly snake's been on the loose for a week. Somebody's misplaced it. It's lost. I don't know if it's escaped to jail. But the fact that it's in a cinema. So has it been in a cinema for a week? And let's be honest, right? I know when the lights are off, fair enough, you can't see shit. Cinemas aren't exactly the hardest place, I don't think, to find something, especially if it's a snake. I don't think, yes, it might be able to get in between the seats and all this kind of shit, but the people go and do the clean up the popcorns, especially if people have been doing chicken jockeys lately and whatnot. They can check it out, they can look for it, they can find it, and I don't think there's many rooms. The only rooms inside of a cinema, to my knowledge, are the screens, the foyer, maybe a kitchen in the back, maybe a staff room, and the bogs. I don't know how many that is. There's actually quite a few rooms, and I don't know where it could have got in between. But imagine if you're just sat there chilling, watching the rerun of the Titanic, be like, "Isn't this fantastic? Oh, what James Cameron, beautiful film. Oh, the icebergs here." And next thing you know, it's just, "I'm a snake," and you're like, "Oh no!" And then it will be, Jack screaming, "I'll never let go," and somebody's getting attacked by a snake, screaming, "Make it let go!" And it's just. It would be a bit of a fuck on. The only time that would probably work, and you'd probably fall for it as well, actually, is if you did it and and you were watching like a rerun of Snakes on a Plane or some shit, even though that film is horrendous and I love it. And you sat there being, "Oh, look, they've got the extra step they've added in the snakes," and it's just fucking latching onto you going, "This cinema experience is absolutely fantastic. You don't have to get your money's worth in here, love." And then there you go. You think it's a 4D experience. Finally, hopefully all is well in this story. We've had many of these stories before, but we've now got man stabbed with fish. That's not stabbed by a fish. Not a fish has come out and went, "I'm a salmon, give me your money." Hey, it's somebody's come up to him and tried to, I don't know, maybe it's the same scenario. It's, "I'm Ricky, you're Steve, give us your money. Here's a fucking salmon, here's a trout." I don't really know many fish. Trout, clownfish, whatever dory is. Baskin, no, it's a shark, isn't it? Baskin shark. The electric eel. I don't know if an eel's a snake or a fish or what the fuck it is. Dolphins are mammals. Sharks are fish. Cod. It was a cod. That's right. Somebody's come up there and they went, "Stick up, give us your fucking money." And they just went, cod. And then they've stabbed somebody up with a cod. Like I said, hopefully they're fine. Oh, it could have been swordfish. Oh my God, that's the obvious answer. They've been stabbed, so it was a swordfish. Of course it'd be a swordfish. I should be, what's the word? I should be rejoicing in the fact that we figured out what the fish is because somebody was still stabbed. Imagine that the person that's actually out there been stabbed by a fish, and somewhere across the planet there's some fat minging bastard just going, about your absolute horrendous time. Hopefully they're okay. We probably won't do an update because I'm kind of too scared to look now. And there we have it, visuals. So that was this week's edition of the Visual Guys Ken News. If you did enjoy, please, Wabooski. I am extra slabby. Do you know what's actually hurting today as well? My tooth. I don't know if it's like dead sensitive or what. I don't know. Maybe I should just shave up and get some of them turkey teeth. I wouldn't really. I don't mind turkey teeth, but I think they'll look absolutely dog shit on moi. So we'll stick away from the turkey teeth shenanigans. But yeah. Fuck was I going to say? That is the Canoes News. But before we go, we'll give you that sports and weather, where this week's sport we have Bullard Fail and Sexy Walker or Wanker. Oh, this is going to be new and interesting for both of us. It's the sports, but it's not really the sports because we don't actually talk about sports. I used to do sports, but then I got really fat. Yeah, we have somebody, I used to do this as a kid. I don't know how the fuck I didn't top myself or fuck myself up completely or whatever. I used to do all this kind of shit, but we have one of them Bullard Fails with the fucking things in the middle and whatnot, and it doesn't end well. It's one of them sayings of fuck around and find out, and there has been plenty of times where I have fucked around and found out. Maybe we'll get into them in a future episode of Dan's Talking Crap. If you go check that out on Spotify. Awful podcast, but I fucking love doing it. But yeah, just say another awful Bullard chain fucking kind of like fencing on the way to fucking Isengard. Fucking, yeah.
time for the weather, where I'm not going to tell you anything about the weather. If you do need to know that, just look outside your window.
It wasn't sexy wanker or walker, it was sexy worker. I've tried to, like, so you guys, I work in this kind of industry, okay? And I just wanted to give you guys an in-depth look of what I was like when I was at work and what, what it's kind of, so Dan, what do you do for a living? Because obviously you're you're too shit to get paid, online and shit. What do you do for actual monies? This is video, real, actual footage. I think this was me a week ago, maybe. Doing my job. So there you go. If anybody's wondering, oh, what is that? That's what I do. And I look fantastic. I mean, that's me on an off day, to be fair. This is me more. What would you rather? And there we have it, visuals. That was the Canoozers. But before we go, we've got to tickle your tummy hearts with Dan's happy ending. Now it's all sad. Let's have a moment of silence for the football season coming to an end. That wasn't silent, Dan. You were making noise as you were breathing out. The football season is coming to an end. But I wanted to look back at one of football's best moments, and that's of a presenter. Get your words out. A presenter doing a really shit job at a header. Let's call it that.
Oh, look, it's that fat lad. It's Dan. Ugly Dan, and he's really, really fat.
That lovely presenter, trying to do the shit, trying to give some coverage on before the game. Oh, so-and-so's in this form. And then Wabuski, pal, well, it wasn't quite in the kiss, or was it? It was the back of it. I don't know what's worse. I've had bull shots to the face, to the side of the ears, disgusted. Do you remember? Oh, my God. Remember back when you were a wee kid and you'd play football out and about, especially when it was winter, and you'd fucking get a ball there, or you'd get it like on your fucking ass or whatever. Oh my God, it was one of them ones where you genuinely thought you were going to die. It was the worst experience ever. Everywhere it's red and ringing, like, have I just sinned God? It was disgusting and horrible, and I fucking hated it. But yeah, this poor presenter, she got a pal right in the back of the kisser. And there we have visuals, another delectable edition of the visual guys, News. If you enjoyed, please will boost get introduced again. Like I said, go over to Spotify, check out Dan's Talking Crap, where it's fucking horrendous, but you're gonna be extremely annoyed by it. To be fair, I don't think anybody even makes it to the end of these videos, so I can kind of maybe do what I want. We should maybe do it to the test one day. We should maybe one of the most biggest, outlandish, stupid, craziest, nonsensical, horrible, offensive things you could ever say, and just put it to the test, just to see if anybody made it to the end and went, oh my God, he said what? You never know. Maybe we can join Kanye and go nuts with him one day, and Kanye's doing his weird shit, and I'll just rock up being like, I'm with Kanye. I don't like the fucking people from Bristol. No, fuck that. I literally have nothing against people from Bristol. I just randomly chose you. But there we go. We started beef with Bristol now. People from Bristol, is that fucking fat there who fucking and I'll get fucking done in by some fucking lunatic on a tractor. But there we go, visuals. Another edition of the Visual Guys Canoes News. If you enjoy, please, Wabuski and Shaluski. And remember what I always say, don't ever in a million years when you've been having a hot minging night in bed be like, oh, you're all sweaty everywhere. The smell that comes from what I can only describe as like rotten dick flesh in summer heat. Wish I could say I was joking. Keep being you and keep on keeping on. I reckon this suctions, like, I don't want to do it. This is probably going to get banned off, like, YouTube and shit. Do you reckon this suctions enough to click onto your actual eye? Click onto your eyeball and pull it off. I didn't like the feel of that at all. Don't try anything we do at home. This isn't exactly hardcore, though, is it? It's not it. That feels rotten as shit, but I don't think it's sucky enough to suck it off.